John Chopati was very much inspired by the example and the teachings and the vision of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, who wanted to create a community which would bring together devotees in the same mood as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would in his communities in Jagannath Puri, in Bengal and in Vrindavan. So, the basic theme of the Chopati community as established by Maharaj was a happy devotee stays for his whole life. So the basic theme is how to keep the devotees happy. So in the first couple of decades of ISKCON's existence, the main emphasis and focus was on establishing the basic principles of Srila Rupa Goswami, chanting Bhagavatam, deity worship, Vaishnav Seva, and also Holy Dham. And so then practically the entire focus was on the temple and on those who were living within the temple. But gradually in the 80s and the 90s, the whole trajectory of ISKCON started changing, and more people who were actually living with their families and they were connected to the temple, that component started growing. So therefore, we had to share with this community the basic principles by which people can actually live harmoniously within their families, practicing Krishna consciousness, and that family can live harmoniously with the temple and also with other families connected to the temple. So therefore, with this in mind, there was a need to facilitate not just the spiritual needs of families, because families have so many needs. They have physical needs, financial needs, emotional needs, social needs. So various needs are there, and therefore the devotee care concept was conceptualized way back in 1988. And in order to implement that devotee care, there was a whole system created for facilitating that care, and that was in our community known as a counselor system. So counselor system is one of the various forms of carrying care. So the group of counselors then started taking care of the devotees, and as a result of that, we had committees which would take care of financial needs of the devotees, which would take care of employment, which would take care of housing, which would take care of health, which would take care of the marriage of the young and the growing, and which would take care of the education of the children. And gradually these committees grew into full-fledged projects, like a financial committee turned out into a bank for the devotee community, which would give soft loans to needy devotees and students, and it was known as Yamuna Kinara. Kinara means bank. So the bank of the Yamuna. The medical committee grew into the Bhaktivedanta hospital. The educational committee grew into the Gopal Garden School. The Varnashram committee grew into the Govardhan Eco Village. But the seed of all of this was the vision of how everyone could be cared for. And that's how things grew. And so I'm very happy to share that today ISKCON globally has taken this initiative of devotee care very seriously, and practically all the communities across ISKCON are looking at ways and means by which needs of the different devotees in the community can be taken care. And I'm sure that moving forward, more devotees and happier devotees would populate more and more of these temples of ISKCON. And as of today, even the next generation of those devotees who got connected in the 80s and 90s, their children who passed out from those schools of ISKCON have now started taking major responsibilities within the community. So it has transcended one generation, and Krishna consciousness is being transmitted, through generations of families. And that's something which, all of us would benefit from.